Carolina follow-up tonight. Residents still riled up over this issue. Over the summer, Greenville County Planning Commission approved a large subdivision for a rural area of District 25.
And despite pushback from neighbors and some council members, developers, they're still moving forward. Fox Carolina's Kennedy Harris tells us why the community is fed up and what leaders say might be a solution.
The infrastructure is not there, and they don't care.
That's been the opinion of dozens of residents living in and around Owens Road ever since the Owens Glen subdivision was approved. The 288-home subdivision on 121 acres was approved by the Planning Commission in August. But residents say the narrow and windy roads can't handle a project of that size. Councilman Ennis Fant agrees.
My understanding, they still would like to build it and develop it. They've just not come up with a way to get sewer access at the moment.
The county denied developers $100,000 offer for an easement, which would have allowed them to use county property to lay necessary sewer lines for the subdivision. After that, the project stalled, but now developers are offering that money to private landowners in order to push it forward, which Fant says they can do because the area is unzoned.
Typically, people get upset when things get beside them that they don't want. When you don't have zoning, that's how that happens. With zoning, there's some control as to what can go beside you.
That's what this meeting was all about. As developers target rural, unzoned areas, both Councilman Rick Bradley and Fant have been advocating for zoning in their districts to better manage future growth. Through petition with 2/3 property owners on board, it can happen.
Well, I've always pretty much been against zoning. However, if it can stop so many developers coming in and putting houses butt up to each other, it might be a good idea.
As for Owens Glen, zoning won't help because the project's already been approved. So Bradley suggests making a reasonable deal with developers.
Maybe we could take it to the developer and say, hey, if you'll do this, we'll let you have sewer. I thought that's a back pocket. Instead of 288, what do you sell for 100, 150? Could we live with 150?
Kennedy Harris, Fox Carolina News.
Now, we reached out to the project development team for comment. We'll continue to follow the story as things progress.